Hi guys, today I'm going to do my Supergirl Day video a bit early because we're going to have like a 6 hour maintenance today. So I'm not sure if I'll have the chance to do it later today. So let's see. Let's get started with with the vault. So let's see what we got. Oh, we got some sharpshooter boots, and that seems to be it. So I guess we have no choice, but let's go to our base. Oh, maybe not. Let's take the long way around. We're going to start with the Shriker Island mission. Sometimes you see some pretty cool looks that people come up with the limited character creation tool. Although as you progress and gather more and more styles, it's not as limited, but it still remains fairly limited. It remains limited to the styles you're able to gather. And early in the game, you don't have access to that many styles. But I guess it gives you a reason to run with certain characters. Like if you want to recreate the Jagaric Flash, well, you have little choice but to grind and grind until you get access to the missions that will give you. No, let's switch to our Kryptonian build. So if you want to create a Jagaric Flash, you have no choice but to grind until you reach tier 7. And in the case of if you want to have the Shock Jock gear, then you have not only to be tier 7, but you have to be combat rating like 131. Or in the case of a Green Lantern character, you have no choice but to grind up to tier 5 until you can purchase the Green Lantern gear. Let's see. I'll never understand why it starts to go and punch the air. Well, let's get rid of them. Although there's still plenty of styles that you can pretty much create, or I should say plenty of characters that you can pretty much create at straight at character creation. Here's our last one. Well, let's see if we can track. If we can pull him where there's not too many. So let's find ourselves a purple monkey or a pink one, depending on how you want to qualify it. I still remember the days when people would make fun of you for using the pink aura. Doesn't happen quite as much lately, though. Like essentially, my Magneto character is using the pink aura, you could say. Although now I switched to dark purple, so that might explain it. Well, there was a time when people had some not so kind words for you if you had what was known as the pink aura at the time. Let's go for this one. The other one is a little too high in the air for my taste, I suppose. Oh, crap. So let's summon our old friend. Let's get started. So let's see what we got. What's in the box? As our friend Brad Pitt would say. Nothing good. It's okay. Let's keep going. And I do... Oh, I didn't realize we can have our bonus mission. Let's go do that. Right now. Well, we'll stick to using our Kryptonian loadout. Let's summon our little friend, the Brainiac Servo. Oh, that went well. So Rudy, that means parasite, so let's go with this little shield. I'm not sure if there's a feat if you don't use any of the shields. Well, I should probably try it out at some point. Let's try and pull those guys. Come on. There we go. So if we can pull the last one, should be able to get all 4 prisoners. I have to admit, I have no idea what it actually does if you get all prisoners. I didn't really notice a difference, if there's one. Do you get less mob to fight? I'm not sure. Unless someone our little friend... Oh yeah, we're not using the servo. I guess we could switch a bit later. Well, let's see if we can summon a few friends. And there's a few barrels nearby, so don't hesitate to use them. And we got a bow. So let's see, what could we use? Well, I guess the pants is the pants or the boots. Oh yeah, definitely the boots at 46. The bow sadly is useless for us, which is not really surprising. Oh, we have a style. Another style. Oh, we got a Marble Island counter. Oh, that could be nice in one of the bases. Unless we decide to sell it for a pretty penny. Oh, I'm not sure why I don't use the 75 belt. Okay, so let's go for the boots because it's quite obviously the worst item we have. Oh, unless we go for the mask. 64. Nah, yeah, the boots is pretty much what we need. Let us switch to tank roll. Now let's go to our base. May as well go with the tank belt. Oh, I think I understand why. Consumable wildcard. Oh, so let's switch that around. Although let's use our little friend servo unit instead. Let's do the same with our Kryptonian loadout, I guess. There we go. For the tank, we could keep our Tombat, because why not? Let's keep the Tombat with the tank. And our PvP gear should be the cash gear, just to be sure. Oh yeah. So let's get ourselves a new mod for the boots. And Deadly Black is pretty much what I use by default. So let's get our mod back from our boots. Let's make ourselves a new mod. I guess it's going to be Dominance and Health. And there we go. So let's go to Ace Chemicals now. Oh, let's sell and repair first. And we need to keep that around. Well, let's keep that just in case we need a tiny boost to our combat rating at some point. So let's go to Waste Chemicals.
Mission grant complete. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, let's go talk to Valumson. Oh, this one ain't so bad, I think.
T.O. Morrow is shipping hazardous material to who knows where. We've got this road locked down.
And here, usually my least favorite mission is the one with the sort of rifle. Although you kind of get used to it after a while, so it's not as bad now as when I started doing those missions. I guess it took a while to get the hang of using the rifle. I guess some clown wants to go meet its maker. I was trying to avoid that. Oh well. I guess our friendly villain died a bit too quickly. Couldn't do anything to attack him before he died. Although if he died this quickly from some clowns, he probably wasn't very high level. So that would not have given us much of anything if we had defeated him. Although as you can see, the heat vision is not too bad as a long range attack. The only problem is that it consumes mana like consumes power like crazy. Which is sad. It makes it not all that useful. So let's find ourselves some lieutenant, and we have our usual spot where we can go and be sure to have at least a few. And they're all going to that side, or so it seems. We'll pick up that exhibit after. So as you see, the clowns don't attack you unless you attack them. And they seem to be all bunched together right now. And as you see, in some cases, like sometimes you barely attack them and they jump you but when you want them to jump you, they decide to ignore you. I guess we did a good job pulling every clown in a 50-mile radius. Let's summon our friend. One more lieutenant. No reason to stick around. As you can see, those slashers, they kind of hurt a bit.
That should slow them down. Hey, I just received an urgent distress call.
So let's wait a bit to regenerate a bit of power. And if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back. Just a second. So our power bar is full, so let's get looking for the missing hazmat officer. It's usually not very difficult to spot. There, if you see there's like a white dot, oh, there it is. There's a white marker on the map to indicate you where he is. And let's summon our old friend. Well, I guess we don't need to go see our friend Philomson anymore. So let's go see our friend, the communication foreman. And if we did the same missions every day, we should have access to the bonus mission. But first, let's look at what's in the box. You never know, it might be something worth using. We got a new brawling weapon that's useless. So let's talk to our friend, and let's go inside the Ace Chemicals. Oh, how many marks do we have? 47. I guess we're going to be able to buy a piece of gear also pretty soon. So let's see. 56, 52. I guess the headgear is the next one we'll replace. The headgear and the pants. So we could get the headgear from the box and wait a bit for the pants wait a bit until we get the marks to purchase ourselves a pair of pants. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. So let's get in. So let's start to our friend Steel.
Steelworks prototypes are locked up in the nearby rooms. We need to hurry. Get that door open and let's go.
Well, if it isn't everyone's favorite hero, and you brought a man of steel with you.
You're nothing but a petty thief, Morrow. We're here for my prototypes.
I can't be made to explain myself to every lackwit with a complaint. Destroy them.
Get it go. I'll head to the first room. Start pulling out the sound. Let's do this. You can use those Steelworks batteries to charge the teleporter and bring in more.
So right now, what you really want is to save those little workers here, because they're going to be able to help you.
Thanks. I'll grab a weapon and help out. Thank you. Let me get away.
So ideally, you save the worker first, and then you carry the battery. So let's see what we can do about those chemlings. And holy crap, I can't lose the aggro from these guys at all. I'm surprised we're already at the stage of helping our friend steal. Let's go get a barrel because our friend Steel is getting pretty low on health. If I can grab the barrel, there we go. I'm not sure what was wrong with this guard. Let's go and bring that battery. Holy crap, our friends died pretty quick today. And what is Steel doing over there? See, that's why people hate those escort missions. Because the AI will make some not so good decisions sometimes. And let's bring a barrel to our friend Steel before he dies. I should bring the battery, but if I leave my friend Steel alone, he's going to make something stupid, so... Let's wait a bit for the battery. We'll deal with those two clowns and then we'll bring the battery. There we go. I'm going to try not to break the barrel yet. I'm going to save it for our friend Steel in a few minutes.
I'm in, and I'm starting the reprogram.
These biological marvels will be
Always sending chemo attacks.
I guess we'll get another barrel later. Oh, okay, so let's go see our friend Steel. We have our barrel, so we're good to go. Again, let's use a barrel for our friend Steel, just in case. And let's try not to block it away so that he can get through. So let's see if our friend Steel.
Here's one of my
Oh, there we go.
experiments. Now have the die.
Let's punch Morrow a bit, otherwise he won't leave. Let's get started with our friend Rin Tin Tin. Don't fall down. It happens. Ideally, you want to keep him on the platform so that you can keep on using the barrels over and over. But sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. We got a rod. Oh well.
I'm surrounded by its cover.
Let's get out of here. So that wasn't too bad. So we got a rod, which really won't help us. But at least it will raise our combat rating a bit. So we won't even need to pull up a little sneaky trick of putting 1 point into the bow just to raise our combat rating. The rod did just that. Although we're still at 75, so it doesn't matter. The rod did not make a difference, but it could help us get just over the edge if you get like on the edge of 76, and then the rod could push us to 76 if we're missing just a tiny bit. And yeah, we agreed it was either the pants or the helmet. And I would be tempted to go for the helmet right now and wait a bit for the pants. Yeah, let's do that. And again, let's make it a tank piece of gear, because why not? Now's the time to do that. So let's go to our base and do some crafting. So let's imprint our new gear. And let's get ourselves a mod. Oh, that's going to work. So let's see, red and yellow. Well, probably precision and power, or might and power. Yeah, let's go with might. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. It's like only very few points. Like we're getting a big 4 extra might, so at this stage it really doesn't matter. We're just by principle. I could probably do a duo or two, but instead let's do a bit of a double feature on this Supergirl day. Let us switch from our Superman red to our Superman blue, so to speak. And let's see, what do we need to do with this little fella?
We need your help. LexCorp has attacked a hidden Starlabs base in Little Bohemia to steal their exobyte research. Lex claims his former scientists
So let's go to Metropolis.
defected from LexCorp. But if I know Lex, that's just a convenient excuse. I'm depending on you to keep the scientists safe until I can get there.
Well, let's wait a bit. There seems to be a bit of a delay. So with this fella, we're simulating essentially the Blue Lantern powers by using quantum, and our current loadout is time bomb, obviously, tachyon burst. Closed loop is our supercharge, distortion wave, tachyon blast, and time shift. And time bomb is pretty much the spine of this character. It's what allows us to use our advanced mechanics, and it allows us to do a lot more damage. And not only that, but it will. Let's get out of here if we can. So as you saw, with a friend was essentially attacking the entrance of the police station. In the past, if I was still playing on PS3, I would have died before I even would have loaded. Luckily, with the PS4, we're loading quite a bit faster. So we were able to get away before we got killed. Although I have to admit, it's been a while since I saw people essentially spam attack the entrance of the police station to try and kill people. But as you can see, it still happens once in a while. Also, in the past, there used to be people who would camp themselves at the exit of certain missions. So let's say you knew that the mission was a mission level, I don't know, 16, and you're with your combat rating 134 character. You could park yourself at the exit of the mission, and as the characters would uh, would spawn out of the mission, would load out of the mission, then you could pretty much kill them before they even spawned.
LexCorp is convinced Dr. Khan stole all her research from them. They keep demanding to know what the
But luckily, that seems to be pretty much a thing of the past. It's something that I really rarely see anymore. People who camp themselves at the exit of a mission. Although I'm sure, because I've said that, it'll probably happen a bit later today.
LexCorp won't stop unless you stop them. Star Labs forces can't withstand much more. We need your help. Get LexCorp out of here.
So as you can see with the time bomb, you pretty much can spam your powers. Usually I'll go with only four attack powers, like you could say, like the time bomb and let's say three other powers. But I guess with this little fella, we went all the way with pretty much a full loadout of, other than the supercharge, pretty much a full loadout that works with the advanced mechanic. Just want to make sure I didn't forget anything. Can't help but feel that I did. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't recall seeing that screen though. Oh. So here we're going to have to defend not just Dr. Khan, but the computer right next to her.
Huge results. It could be the key to defeating Brainiac. Lex can't get his hands on it. I won't leave until I've encrypted this database, and I need time. LexCorp keeps trying to hack in.
Initiating teleportation sequence.
LexCorp is trying to hack in. We need his exobyte to find Brainiac. I need to encrypt the database. LexCorp won't stop until they get this data. We can't let them have it. Just a moment longer. Let them off, please.
And there's for a little treasure chest. There's usually a few briefings and investigations in here. Let's try and find them if we can. Although it doesn't really matter. I don't, with the alternate characters, I usually don't worry about investigations all that much, but if I know they're there, no reason not to pick them up.
A magical maelstrom recovered by Star field agents in the wake of the Spectre incident.
So let's go up there. And I'm not sure if you're noticing, like even as a DPS, you have pretty much a lot of crowd control with Quantum.
Dr. Sarah Charles to all Star Labs employees. Dr. Khan believes that Lex Luthor will send Metallo to confiscate her exobyte research. As you know, Metallo has an enhanced titanium and plasteel frame around the kryptonite heart. Even
So let's take this little fella.
this threat.
Fall back into positions. Secure our control points.
Essentially, I was just trying to recharge my supercharge.
Override in progress.
LexCorp forces are invading the
I thought I saw something. Oh, that's what I was looking for before. I knew there was one hidden underneath.
Welcome to Metropolis Star Labs.
We have a code red. Repeat, code red.
Your new buddy isn't gonna save you. Super done. Metallo has a kryptonite heart, draining my power. Lex sent him to steal the data. Help me defeat him.
And of course. Essentially what you saw is what happens when you trust the targeting system. So don't ever do that. I think I should switch a bit.
Star Labs keeps exobytes all over the city, but their core research base is located nearby. Now the classified materials
Essentially, I miss
are curious
my teleporting power.
recovered by field agents operating in
I think I may add it back a bit later.
Metallo's armed with kryptonite. I can only fight him for so long.
So let's recharge a bit. As you can see, our supercharge is close to being full.
Lex will attack the next best thing. Star's core research.
The new neck doesn't really help us, but the new mask is welcome. Oh yeah. So we got ourselves. We already have the belt. That's Toinks. Well, let's use our old friend the servo unit. Why not? At least we got an upgrade for our end blasters. Essentially, I went with end blasters because it kind of simulates character using energy attacks, and also with the blue of the quantum, it looks really sweet. And also, you do have some fairly limited, but you do have some brawling abilities. So if you're playing a character, let's say like a Blue Lantern Superman that has brawling and has some energy manipulation, well, the hand blasters do make kind of sense. And we have some evil guards blocking the door. Oh no, it's not guards, it's cultists. I shouldn't have done that. Let's get inside quick. So let's summon our friend. Even use our trinket. Usually that first wave of enemies is the tough one. Let's see if we can activate that little console. Well, we can. So as you can see, if you like spamming powers, then quantum is kind of a good choice for that. And but you have to go with the advanced mechanic. Just making sure we're not forgetting anything.
Evacuate all non-security Star Labs personnel.
Looks like we got company. Get 'em.
So essentially with quantum, there's no reason that you can't use your power indefinitely. Although I see a lot of people who somehow manage to run out of power using quantum. It always puzzles me a bit, but especially considering that usually when that happens, there usually is a controller, me, who's giving them power. So not only do they run out of power with a power that gives you power back, they run out of power with not with a guy also giving them power back. So that's doubly puzzling for me. The only explanation I can think of is either they're using their with awesome mechanic the wrong way, or they're just not using it. Essentially, they're probably using other powers that they somehow feel they can do more DPS with. Even though once they run out of power, they won't DPS all that much. So despite powers like quantum or mantle, who can pretty much give you power back as much as you want, we still see a lot of power sponges. Essentially, power sponges are people who require a lot of power, and often they don't do that much damage. Ironically, like no, some usually power sponges, no matter how much power you give them, they burn a lot of power and they barely do any damage, which usually is a sign that they don't really use their power properly, I suppose.
There are 3 EMP pulsars around the lab. I'll distract Luther. You set one off. That'll temporarily short out his armor. Then we both attack. I'm counting on you to have my back. You know I'll have yours. Ready?
I probably should have added heat vision to my loadout. It's always kind of cool to see two Superman use their heat vision in tandem. Like essentially when I did this mission sometimes with my Red Sun Superman, I would use my heat vision at the same time as our friend Superman here. So it was kind of neat to see us double team to use our heat vision on poor Lex.
Attack him now. The EMPs are overloading. Must defeat Lex before the EMP field is burned.
Instead of trade punches with you and your flunky, Superman.
You did it. Lex doesn't like to take no for an answer. So long as you and
Let's see.
he has no choice.
Pretty sure there's a thing or two. Our little chest friend. A little briefing here.
Starlab's metahuman research arm, Super Hearing. Superman ready?
I seem to recall.
Wait. Well, that can't be good.
Oh, there it is.
Is that Luther? With Metallo?
Classified Materials Registry. An immature form of unknown species recovered by Batman from a crashed alien ship.
So let's get out of here.
Superman will use the password Dr. Khan gave him to help Starlabs re-encrypt their database.
So let's go to Midtown.
Missions all over Gotham and Metropolis.
We probably could teleport to a base nearby, but let's take the long way around. We can do it.
Oracle here. In case you haven't heard, Brother Blood is inches away from raising the interdimensional demon Trigon right here in Metropolis.
One of the things I enjoy in this game, and I find it a bit relaxing, is just to fly around. Sometimes aimlessly. In this case, we're going to the Midtown police station, but sometimes I would just fly around for no reason at all and see what's going on for a bit, help some civilians, or beat the snot out of them if I'm playing a villain. It's all in good fun. And lately we've been able to even fight some players once in a while. So that's usually good. Even if we lose sometimes, it's still a good fight, and it's still usually fun. So let's take our Booster Gold mission first, so that the Cyborg mission will remain in our quest tracker instead.
Hidden amidst the bustling glass and steel Oracle tell you
You will need all your courage for this fight. Cyborg and the other Titans have already faced Trigon once. Now Trigon's power rises with each citizen corrupted by his sin demons. We must save these people and weaken Trigon's power.
Let's take a minute or two to repair and sell. Oh, got some nice boots. We would have to go to... I guess we would have to go back to our base to re-imprint our gear. We'll do that later.
What can I help you with?
Let's just repair and sell whatever we can. And we'll do the rest some other time. I guess I'll keep those for our Red Sun Superman. So let's go to Metropolis and continue our mission. And somehow the mission isn't selected. Oh no, it is selected. Well, I guess we could have done the... we'll do it later. I usually go for the lower level missions and get rid of those to clear out essentially missions from my journal. But let's do the cyborg mission, and we'll worry about clearing out the journal a bit later. Let's go take our side mission first.
We could really use your help. Those demons tore into this armored car. They didn't just take it, they ate it. We gotta make them cough it up.
I guess I have one power too many in my loadout. Well, let's go and change that. So let's see, how can we tweak our loadout? I'll try not to respec. So let's go with this here, and what do we need here? Normally I would go with quantum tunneling, unless I can use something else. Now let's go with that. And let's spend our 2 skill points. Well, maybe in flight. Yeah, let's spend it in flight. I guess I could try airburst instead of quantum tunneling. Let's stick with quantum tunneling, and I'll switch with airburst. If I feel I get knocked down a bit too much, then I may decide to switch for airburst. I should keep that. So we're good to go. So essentially having a time bomb and four other offensive powers kind of throws off my rhythm, if it makes any sense. I hope they'll slow down. Essentially, by the time I'm done casting my third power, I'm ready to use time bomb. So I can pretty much spam without even thinking about it. As opposed to uh, when I was using pretty much all my loadout with the advanced mechanic, I would have to think a bit more about what I was doing, I suppose. Because essentially, if I had to make sure that the time bomb had done it, essentially right now, as soon as I'm done casting my last power, the cooldown for time bomb is finished, and I can start the cycle again. As opposed to before, I would sometimes cast one power too many, if it makes any sense. And also, quantum tunneling will give me a little something extra that I was missing. And as you see, even using quantum tunneling, which doesn't really give me power back, I still manage to regenerate my power. Which again makes it even more puzzling. Like, not only do you get power back, but you can regenerate power. So even if you empty your power bar for whatever reason, you can pretty much refill it fairly quickly with your friend Quantum. And as you can see, the crowd control works really good. And the quantum tunneling gives you some evasion ability that is quite useful sometimes. Let's just get rid of this little fella. Let's gather this little investigation. And don't you hate it when they respawn?
A red gem is rather fitting. The sin of lust has spilled much blood over the ages.
So let's see what new power we could take. Time Bubble is pretty much it's essentially it's your shield as a quantum character, which is usually a very good power to have. Normally I would probably go with that. Although I'm tempted to go with the heat vision just for fun. It is a Kryptonian after all. Although I probably wouldn't. Uh, let's go with the fun power. We'll take the shield next time. If I was to add the heat vision, I would probably take out quantum tunneling. I'll have to give it some more thought. I guess I'll just check to see if I could live without the quantum tunneling. Although I'm doing enough damage with my quantum powers, I'm not sure why I would want to use heat vision. And I think I might be done. Let's get rid of this little fella here because I don't like him. I really don't like him. He's an evil demon that will stab me in the back at the first opportunity. So let's get rid of him. I seem to recall there was maybe another nearby. Or am I crazy? Could very well be. Doesn't matter. So let's see. Oh, and we got some new hand blasters. And of course the mission isn't selected. There we go. Oh, that's a nice upgrade. Oh, that's a really nice upgrade. Holy crap, I didn't realize I had so many upgrades. Well, that was a good run. I guess I did the right thing in doing this before the Bane missions. I think it's the Bane missions. Yeah. So let's see. Let's go fight a few more demons, and there's usually a side quest somewhere here. There it is.
Those glutton crazy citizens are attacking every hot dog cart they see. We gotta keep
Officer Keaton. I wonder if it has anything to do with Michael Keaton, who played the Batman. Let's get rid of that evil demon who will most likely attack us. So as you can see, the quantum advanced mechanic really does the trick. I guess the only drawback is that pretty much every quantum character use the same loadout, more or less. Hi guys, somehow the game crashed. Well, the recording crashed as I was recording. So let's try again and see if it will work again this time without crashing. Usually what I do when that happens is that I switch to recording with Twitch, but somehow that did not seem to work this time. So that would make me suspect that the problem probably comes from the PS4. So let's hope that I am recording. We'll see. So the next step of our mission is not out in the street, is Wrath. So let's go there.
These wrath demons are the warriors of Trigon's sinful crew.
And there's usually a side mission. There it is.
We break one more source of Trigon's power.
When we even got an Explorer. That's nice.
Sentinels of magic seek to discover the magic behind these evils so we can better combat it. Can you collectively
And let's take this little investigation here.
gathering the sin gems for preservation in itself is a challenge to slay.
That is strange. Our friend is back. It saddens me to use my supercharge on him, but oh crap, I wanted to raise my friend. And there's another one. She ran away.
Stop looking at me like that.
Oh, is that our friend again? Yes, it is. Oh, that was easy. Hi there. I guess he's back for round 3. Oh, you brought a friend. Ain't that sweet? Sadly, this kind of things happens all the time. someone attacks you, you beat the snot out of him, and then he go gets his combat rating at 53 or 134 friend to help him out. It happens. Usually when it happens, you have a few options. Either you figure that sooner or later he's gonna get tired and will stop doing that. Like as you can see, now that he did defeat us with the help of his friend, we don't see him anymore. Which often is all it takes. Once they finally defeated you, they don't stick around.
I wanted to help people, not hurt them.
But worst comes to worst, oh, no, there he goes. I guess he wasn't so tough without his friend. So let's try and continue our mission and hope he doesn't come back. Although we should be close to being done here. Not so close. We still need Wrath Demons. And our friend is back again, it seems. I guess I should go get another wanted poster. Well, let's try to finish that mission first. If you see me keep on attacking even when the enemies are down, it's pretty much because even though there's no more enemies, I'm still regenerating power when I do that. So essentially I continue to attack just to regenerate my blue bar. Even if there's no one left standing. I was about to think that maybe our friend took a hint and stopped coming back, but I guess not. Let's see if that makes him happy and if he stops coming back. Holy crap. A teabagger. He lost like 20 fights and he's very happy because he won one. Sadly, that's the kind of player we see in this universe all the time. So let's try and find ourselves this demon. I guess he's going to stick around forever. Only one more demon and we can go. Oh, there we go.
Sentinels of magic. Brother Blood is raising Trigon. You'll want the best to help take him down.
There's our friend the teabagger again.
Brother Blood is barricaded inside.
I guess we could beat the snot out of him once more, but it won't really give us anything.
Zatanna, Dr. Fate,
We already collected our bounty for the poster.
all our souls.
But he did teabag us, so why not? I'll get some new shoulders. So let's go inside.
Yuck! All these demons in here cannot be sanitary. They all feed Blood's rituals, so take them out and drain his power.
So let's take our little side mission here.
Would be so kind. Could you possibly collect samples from the fallen?
Too late. I am born onto this plane. Hail, Trigon!
Let me show you some real magic.
As our friend Admiral Akbar would say, it's a trap!
Behind us!
See, I know it. Is there still a demon that I don't see?
Stand back while I take down this barrier.
Ooh, a little chest. This usually is a tricky bit, so let's summon our friend. Essentially, there's going to be another trap, and as you can see, a lot of those little fellas get summoned. So let's try and crowd control them a bit. So I guess you can see a bit why I wanted quantum tunneling. It's pretty good to evade certain enemies. And it's pretty good against NPCs and against enemy players. Too many targets in here. There we go. Essentially, when there's a whole host of targetable items like this, you often end up targeting the wrong thing. So sometimes you have to either be a bit more extra careful or you just power on through. Either way can work.
Your victory is not fading, blood. Blasphemers! They dare to interrupt our summoning? Destroy them! Kill the blasphemer! Shun the non-believer!
Oh, I drained my power. I'm so sad.
You trifle with the power of Trigon. Demons arise and destroy
Once in a while it happens if you don't pay close attention to how much power you have left and how you're going through your rotation. It can happen once in a while. It's usually a once in a while occasion, a once in a while thing. It shouldn't happen all that often. As you can see, the crowd control doesn't always work against certain enemies.
Brother Blood is
Although in some cases, you think it doesn't work, and you realize that it's just that there's no animation for certain models to show that they're being crowd controlled. These big fellas don't seem to be able to be crowd controllable.
Your fate is to be my bride and sit on the throne of blood.
I'll die before I become your wife, Blood.
That, my dear, can be arranged.
Oh yeah. So let's talk to our friend, Dr. Fate.
Dangerously close to raising Trigon. We have stopped him now, but be ready. Evil will invade this plane.
Trust me.
I'm just being a bit careful because sometimes I wasn't quite able to finish this mission. There's a few times where it would glitch pretty much at this point. I would go talk to Cyborg and I wouldn't be able to finish to complete the mission. So I would have to redo it over again, and there's a trigger sometimes that wouldn't trigger. It's pretty much that simple. So I would have to redo the mission and hope that it would trigger the next time I would do it. Well, let's go with flight, because why not? Is our friend still there? Is that still the same guy who's... it is. So I guess he's really trying to farm for PvP kills. Or he's trying to farm teabaggings. What a douchebag.
Their ranks include the powerful empath Raven, daughter of the demon lord Trigon. Together, the Sentinels fight magical foes on this earthly plane and beyond.
I guess I will stick to using quantum tunneling. Although I guess I could make an armory that I could call my Kryptonian armory, so to speak. We'll see.
You put a serious dent in Brother Blood's plans. Consider yourself invited to kick Trigon's butt with the Titans anytime.
Poison Ivy's reported loose ink
So
on
let's look if our pants. Oh yeah, it's an upgrade.
He's got a plan to take her back to Arkham.
Even the neck piece is an upgrade. And the plan is okay. That's enough. So we need to go to Gotham, but let's go to our base first. Well, let's start with the re-imprinting. It's always a good thing. I guess I should set a second armory at some point. I can wait. Let's go put our brawling weapon here before we do the unthinkable. If not, I'll keep that for someone else. That too. So let's see. I guess we could do now before doing the floral fiction, we could do out in the streets. And let's go straight to Cape Carmine. But we can't. Sadly, we should get a few mods for our friend, I suppose. Let's go look in. Oh, let's look over there. Let's go look in the broker if there's a mod or two that we could use. Although I don't think this character has that much money, so. Well, let's see. 3,000 won't happen, but let's see if there's some mod available. No other option than the Gotham and Metropolis. I guess no one wants to buy the Gotham one alone, so no one wants to sell it. Or if no one wants to buy it for a lot of money, so it probably doesn't sell all that well. Oh well, let's take a look at a thing or two while we're here. The charging console is still there at 10 millions, 9 million 750 feet. Oh well. What about the fortress? That would be nice in a Superman base. I just need a few more millions, I guess. And what else could we look for? Holy crap, 55 million for a demon worm. It looks kind of neat, but it's a bit pricey. Come on. 15 millions for that, really? That's a neat one, though. 13 million is a bit too much, though. Holy crap, 9 million for the orrery. Let's see if it's really worth that much. I thought so. I never understand how some people can put something like 9 millions when there's a handful available for about 500,000. The same here. 3 million for 120, 35, 45. That makes no sense. The only thing I can think of is maybe at the time there was none available for sale, so they thought, okay, let's make a quick 15 million. But I'm not sure if it actually pans out. So we don't need to talk to anyone here. So let's just, oh yeah, we do. Oh yeah, let's talk to, actually no, let's wait. I'll do that probably next time. So let's go beat the snot out of some Bane thugs. That's probably the last. We'll do the missions up to Bane and we'll probably call it a day after that. There's usually an investigation right here. I'm surprised. I thought some evil Bane thugs would jump at me and prevent me from taking it. Let's clear out the dead wood a bit. Let's get our friend the strongman. So now I guess we can just focus on the strongman. Here's one. Can we catch up to him? Well, maybe. I'm pretty sure the shoulders won't be an upgrade, but that's a style we don't have, so why not? And there's usually a side quest or two over here. There's the first one. Oh, investigation. could have sworn there was another side quest nearby. Next time.
The sun is shining. Wake up with our fire and ice spiced iced coffee. It's always sunny at Sundollar.
So now we only need razors and hoppers. Oh yeah, a lockbox. It's nice. Just one more of each, and we'll be good to go. So here's our hopper. Well, let's find ourselves a razor. Hopper. Here it is. What I could have done is I could have kept on killing hoppers even if I don't need them anymore, and essentially it would have increased. Odds are the new enemies could have been razors. So I guess killing hoppers and killing hoppers at some point a razor would have spawned instead. So let's start by looking at what's in the box. Nothing really worth it. Oh, let's go with that. So this should be an easy one. Technically, we're pretty overgeared for this mission. And let's destroy the canister. Sometimes if you want to make sure, well, don't hesitate to break everything. I guess that's another way to try and make sure. Like if you blast all around you, sooner if there's a canister, you'll find it. Poor Diego is going to be a bit outmatched.
You got lucky, punk. That's all. I thought one Bane was bad. With Venom on the street, everyone thinks they're a backbreaker. Good to know you're out there taking care of it.
Picky Bear exclusive. Bane's recruiters often bear the image of Kamakshu, god of the hunt.
Oh yeah. So now that we have all the canisters, we can just leave.
Bane kicked the Venom once, but he's back on again. And the last time he was using, he broke Batman's back. So for me and
I
Nightwing,
missed the
this is
terminal, it
personal.
seems.
We're not losing anyone to Bane ever again.
So if you go quickly enough back into the mission, you should be able to go in there before the mission actually resets. And I can't even see the terminal I missed. I'm not sure how I missed it, but it happens. I guess I was too focused in trying not to miss any canisters that I somehow ended up missing one of the consoles. It's no big deal. It's barely a few experience points.
Even with their distribution hub down, Venom is still out on the street. Destroy it. When Bane's hopped up thugs object, take
So right now, what we really want from these missions is the experience points, because the whatever gear we'll get, odds are, is
Syndicate has ruined this neighborhood.
nowhere nearly as strong as what we have right now.
No! Don't take away the venom! Oh, man.
And as you can see, even without the advanced mechanics, we pretty much can do fine. Like all those guys are level 7 and we're combat rating 9, well, level 19, so they're really no match for us.
The venom is mine! Feel so strong! Ah, fine. I don't need any help. What are you? Get off of me! I need it. The venom is mine. Oh, man. No! Don't take away the venom! No more pain. What are you? Get off of me! Ah, fine. I don't need any help. No! Don't take away the venom! So much pain!
Vicky Vale reporting. Mesh
I
Blade,
need
God
it.
of War,
The venom
is
is
often
mine.
worn by Bane's street forces.
No! Don't take away the venom! No more pain! What are you? Get off of me! I need it! The venom is mine! So much
So let's finish the Falcon goons. So again, we probably won't get much in terms of fat loot, but it's going to be technically free XP, so why pass it up? And sure, there's plenty of XPs throughout the game. So even if you don't do everything, you'll reach level 30 soon enough. Oh, let's clear out everything. Again, what we're looking for is XPs, and yeah, it's only 7 XP for a thug, but 7 XP is better than 0 XP. It kind of adds up, I suppose. The naughty boy trying to ambush me like that. I should know better. There it is. Well, let's look at the cloak. Most likely it won't be an upgrade, but as you can see, we don't have the style, so. The same with the shoulders. Even though the mission is completed with the canister, there is a there is a feat for getting all the canisters. These are a little ambush. Oh, there they are. I knew I was forgetting something. Not sure if I got all of them though. We'll know soon enough.
We're almost there. Bane is just around the corner.
Vicky Vale exclusive. Ixchli is the symbol of stone and sacrifice.
Venom's wearing off.
Hey, so Batman sent you in. Good times. Let's show these guys we don't need their stinking venom to beat them down.
Here I come again! This is not over. Not yet.
Sometimes I wonder why I...
Vicky Vale reporting. Xochipilli is frequently depicted by street artists.
Oh, we won the war on drugs. But we seem to have missed a canister. It's getting pretty late and I'm a bit tired, so I'm pretty sure I saw it and it just didn't register. Let's try and get our last canister and we'll be on our way. Unless I got defeat and I just didn't notice somehow. That could be true. That could have. Oh, there it is. So let us exit the lighthouse and go back to East End Police Station.
Someone must have tampered with Bane's venom. No doubt about it. We're looking at a full-scale gang war. Who started it? The Joker? Two-Face? The Penguin? For now, head to the safe house and speak to Batwoman. We'll keep you posted.
You've survived Scarecrow and Bane. I can only imagine what Gotham will throw at you next.
So let's see what fat loot we got. I'm just kidding. It probably wasn't. Oh, we got a sweater. That's nice. We got a style. And that's probably it. Let's see if maybe we got a new skill point. Oh yeah. So let's see. What could we get? Let's go in the flight department. And let us sell and repair.
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
Yeah, I probably could have kept some of that for some other characters, but what the heck. There we go. So I guess next time we're going to start with talking to our friend Robin, and we're going to fight a lot of weeds, or I should say plants. So I guess that's it for now, guys. So hopefully, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.